Hello everyone, one idea. I wanted to do a room tour / setup tour and show you the equipment I use for the streaming, everything on the YouTube. Sorry for shaky hands. So let's get into it. So over there on the left, I know it's a bit messy, but there is my desk setup. We're going to get that towards the end of the video. Though obviously you've all checked this out for the main thing, which is the simulator, which is right here. So we're going to talk about the specs on this thing, and then we'll move over to my desk setup over here. So yeah, now both these setups, you can see I run 2 screens on each setup. We're going to explain a little bit about why I've not been streaming as well in this video. Main reason is I've been upgrading all my sim equipment. Down here we have some of my old stuff that I used to use, which I'm now getting rid of. So I used to use this TSXW wheelbase from Thrustmaster, 6.6mm base, I believe. Really nice base, belt drive wheel, worked really well, but I wanted to upgrade to a direct drive, so I did. So I went with a Fanatec Club Sport, CSL sort of thing, DD, 8mm base. I've got the SRM emulator kit, which tricks the Fanatec wheelbase into thinking there's a Fanatec wheel plugged in. A Fanatec custom 3D printed plate to support the cockpit, which is a PlaySeat Evo. I have modified it quite a bit to adapt a few things that I use on a day-to-day basis. So right on the left hand side we have my 27-inch MSI 144 display, 1 millisecond, 1080p, 16:9 ratio that I use for Discord, music, chat for the stream, running the stream, everything on the left hand side. In the centre we have my MSI 34-inch ultra wide, 30 bore, 21:9 aspect ratio, 1 millisecond, 100 Hz. Great display. I run that with a Next Level Racing stand, and on the left I've got it wall mounted to the wall. I run a set of Club Sport V1 pedals. Really old. I am going to be upgrading to V3s in the near future, so do bear with me when I get the time to do that. Next, on the left hand side I have a Thrustmaster sequential shifter. It's called the TSS handbrake Sparco mod. It's all in one, so you get handbrake and sequential. I've obviously got it set up in sequential. I have a THAA shifter from Thrustmaster with a Clicks Beetle Pro mod version 2. Must requirement if you run a shifter. Custom made button box by myself. Down here we have my custom made E46 handbrake with all the plates, as you can see, welded in. Same goes for the bracket for that. And I have some random Amazon phone holder. Down on the left we have my computer, which I'll get to the computer specs towards the end of this video. And the seat I run is a Sparco Sprint seat. Bit old, has got a rip in the seat. I will need to replace it eventually, just haven't got the time. So yeah, run Corsair peripherals, K55 keyboard, Corsair Dark Core mouse, and a Corsair Void headset for this rig. We'll move on to my desk setup. I use a 24-inch display on top from MSI again. All my screens are MSI, 16:9, 1080p, 144 Hz. 34-inch ultra wide again from MSI, 144 Hz, 1 millisecond, 1440p display. That is mounted via the back with a stand to the desk. I have Edifier speakers. This is a Corsair keyboard, mouse and headset. K60 Mini, I think it's called, or something like that. K65 mouse and Corsair Victros, I think it's called, a Victros headset. And then I use something underneath there to hide the cables as best as I can. Alex drawers with just a kitchen countertop from IKEA. Now moving on to the PC, this is my desk PC. I do a lot of desktop games on here, so I run Ryzen's on both these, both AMD rigs. This is an AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM, 4,000 mega transfers. They are overclocked at the moment. Normally I think the 3600 CL16. I run Deepcool fans, which are 120 mils with a Deepcool liquid cooler. ASRock 7900 GRE, 850 watt power supply from Corsair, Asus Strix board, and a 1TB Western Digital drive in there as well. Coming down to the sim PC, it's a bit hard to see this one. I have quite a beefy PC down here as well. I forgot to mention Corsair 5000D case. It's the Airflow variant. Really nice. This is a Fractal Design North case for this PC. As you can see there, liquid cooler from Deepcool again. It's got a Ryzen 5 5600G, as I needed a processor to ever test things if they break. Gigabyte Azorus board. These are both B550 boards in these with no Wi-Fi variant. 1TB Western Digital drive, and I have an Asus Strix 6750 XT, 750 watt power supply from Corsair, and the cable extensions on both these computers are from Amazon. I forget the name of them. Really good PCs, both of these. To be honest, I am going to upgrade my desktop. So my desktop's going to get a 7800X3D or 9800X3D, depending on what I do. Obviously, the RAM prices right now are a bit redonkulous, so I haven't upgraded just yet. But when I get time and a bit more change, I will upgrade this computer. Everything will get changed. That PC will go down there. I'll leave that alone and pull that straight down there. So that'll become the sim PC. And then this PC will then be going in my room or something, or I might stream off that computer and put it at the side somewhere. Not too sure just yet. If I'm honest, I'm not too bothered about upgrading any of these PCs, as they do run really well for what I use. They haven't ever let me down, so I love them to pieces. What's next for the simulator? Well, if I'm honest, I'd love to get a different cockpit very soon with a different chair. But apart from that, I've gotten everything in the simulator I could ever want. I'm not going to upgrade screens. I'm not going to upgrade any hardware, I don't think, as it all works as it should. So, yeah. We'll move on to some of the wheels. I have this Nardi Custom, which I've had to drill holes into, as the wheelbase, unfortunately, wouldn't fit onto... The hub wouldn't fit onto the wheel, so I've had to drill new holes into it and adapt the Nardi to fit the Fanatec Club Sport hub in red. I also have a Formula 1 wheel from Fanatec down here. Love this thing, really nice. Magnetic shifters on the back. Really nice wheel, as you can see. So I've got that as well. This is going to be a bit tricky to get these other wheels out, so let me climb into the simulator. I use shoes in the rig, as my pedals are set up very stiff. So we have this one, which is a Momo Race. Slide it onto the shaft. So there you go. I've got a Momo Race there, 350mm. The F1 wheels 250mm, and the other Nardi is 350. So I've got a Momo Race. Love this wheel, really nice. I use this primarily for a lot of skylines and things like that, where the Nardi I use for drifting. I have got other wheels, I just haven't adapted them currently to the simulator, so there's not much bother in me showing you them. Down here, I have my trucking wheel. This has got a gold Fanatec hub. Pretty hard to come by now, these ones. This is not a podium hub, this is a gold Club Sport hub. Very rare to find. As you can see, really nice on my truck wheel, which is a 380mm wood grain wheel, just from eBay. Pretty cheap, in all honesty. I think it was £50 for the wheel. I honestly believe this is a must for any simulator if you do a bit of trucking like me. It's absolutely fantastic, and I do pair this onto here, and I have extension bars down here which I've made myself for the trucking, and I've just got bike grips on them, as I like the little look it gives. I've got a few other shift knobs down here as well. The cable management is a bit of a mess, but to be honest, I don't give a fuck, because when I'm in the sim, I'm there to drive. I don't give a shit about visuals, if I'm honest at all. So as you can see, simulator there with the 380mm truck wheel. So yeah, there's not really much I'd like to do to this room, if I'm honest. I've spent a lot of time and money into this room now, getting it to where it wants. This is kind of the end goal now, my dream setup of all time. The only thing I might want to do is upgrade the computers and then get that to be a entire dedicated sim PC in the near future, when I get into more streaming and stuff, more full time. But The cameras are kind of the only thing that I want to upgrade, as it's a bit old now. So I want to get a camera for there, better camera, and a better camera for up here. I have got a GoPro, so worst case I'll get a stand for over here so you guys can get this sort of view, or up here so you can get a nice little view of me trucking on the simulator. Alright boys, I appreciate you checking the video out. Expect the stream coming up this week, and expect a hell of a lot of content coming soon here on my streaming channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll check you all later. Peace out boys, take it easy.